Greetings and salutations. Quiz again. And we are back one more time for the next episode of But Will It Snipe when we are here with the TAQ-56. Now, I don't know if people call it the TAQ or if they call it the TAQ. I call it the TAQ because, well, it just kind of rolls off the tongue better. And is always unedited and always in hardcore team deathmatch. Now, this is going to be interesting because this is one of the first of the Modern Warfare 2 assault rifles. So, in Modern Warfare 2, if you hadn't played it, they had different parameters for range and lethality than Modern Warfare 3. And it's very apparent in some of the weapons. Same way with recoil and other parameters as well. And when they carried over the weapons from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3, the Modern Warfare 2 weapons originally were outperforming the Modern Warfare 3 weapons, which made it kind of difficult for other players who had not played Modern Warfare 2 to level the playing field. And I think that's one of the reasons they're scrapping the whole carryover thing in Black Ops, which perfectly fine if they do that. It doesn't really matter. Okay, that's a auspicious start. Why not? Anyhow, I think that's one of the reasons that they stopped the whole carryover into Black Ops 6. At least, presumably. I could be wrong. I, for one, welcome Black Ops 6 not having carryover. There's only one thing that should carry over, and that is the amount of credits that you earn in Modern Warfare and in Call of Duty. Credits should carry over because it makes perfect sense for them to carry over. I mean, you technically earn them. They do, or at least should, carry over to every other Modern Warfare game that you have. That was terrible. And when they do carry over, or if they do carry over, it's going to be wonderful. Well, at least I got to see the guy get nuked by a cruise missile. I joined it while it was in progress. Absolutely, I did. So, I have yet to see what this weapon can do. Joining in progress is very detrimental to my health and mentality. Kind of like that. It is one of those games where, like I said, whenever you join a game in progress, it kind of sucks, but because I don't know what way people prefer moving or what place they want to go. Ooh, that was slick. Probably wouldn't be able to do that again in a hot minute. Thanks, team. I'm sure I deserved that bullet to the back of the head. Pretty sure I had it coming. Yeah, it's to be anticipated here. That's fine. Anything that'll get this game over with quicker. That way I can get in the next one. Maybe not get in while it's in progress. Perhaps even get into a game where it starts brand new. On a good map that is a sniping map. Isn't it lovely when people camp? Did you see how bad that grenade was? That's the worst grenade I think I've thrown in my entire life. And this is like this game's not going well. So my kill death is going to be awful. Yeah, my kill death is going to be absolutely atrocious. But that's fine. It is what it is, you know. It's how the game goes. It's how it falls apart. And yeah, it's, this is one of those games where it's just, it's gone sideways. I didn't expect it to go very well for me. This is about exactly what I was expecting, to be 100% honest.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Now, the guy that shot me, watch this. Really watch this. Knew right where I was the entire time. Mind you, they can't see me on UAV. Yeah. Wasn't that good of a game. 0.07 kill death. But we're going to try to go back to doing some more sniping. Hopefully I can get into a decent map. If it's got that same guy in there, I'm just going to back out because I don't need some guy knowing exactly where everybody is on our team. Because he seems to have a real... No, those maps are absolutely not going to happen. Not going to happen. Those are sniping. Those are not sniping maps at all, not even in the least. And all it will end up doing is dying a lot. And you won't be able to see if you can get a good range with the TAQ-56. That's the whole purpose of this series. Now, there are people that are better, but there's a lot of people better than me at this game. But there are just things that are very suspicious. Like when I go around a corner and somebody knows I'm coming, and I have everything on that prevents me from being seen with specific kill streaks, then you shouldn't be able to know where I am. Kind of suspicious. Yeah, I get it. He could go down it. He could be coming in any shooting lane. Yes, but how do you know that I'm coming around the bottom of the building? How do you know I'm coming from up above on top? Up on the top of the building. How do you know? How do you know what moves I'm making? And then all of a sudden you just aim right at me and no. Just a little suspicious. That's all. I mean, I'm not insinuating that the guy's cheating at hardcore multiplayer, because why would anybody? But why would anybody cheat at hardcore multiplayer? Just a suspicious activity, that's all. Now, Airborne, you could get a couple of long shots on this map, which is actually departures, I believe. You could get a few long shots on this map. Nothing too outrageous, nothing too overly outlandish or like crazy, but it's a decent map. I don't really mind it. Again, I would have preferred getting into the map when it started. I'm also gonna have to send out my controller for repair, I think, because this controller is getting a little weak on the moving forward. Now, somebody said that there was a way to fix it through like changing the dead zone on the sticks, but I don't know. I'll consider it. I might consider sending it out or whatever. Something here, but hopefully I can just get it to work right and get it to kind of behave. Wait, there's somebody there, right? And it's kind of a shame that I missed. Like I haven't played Call of Duty in probably 5-6 days. Because I've been doing events on Pokemon Unite and whatnot. So doing those events has kind of made me take a break from playing Call of Duty. That and the season's ending in a couple of days, and I've pretty much done
Time is half over.
the entire battle pass. So there's no real need for me to keep going. And so the spit and polish that I once had is kind of getting losing its luster and getting a little dull. And after a few games, I might get back into the swing of things and get back into being able to be a better quality player. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I've lost it completely. We'll find out, though. I do, like I said, ooh, good shot. I saw the scope glint, but I didn't react in time. I like, so far, I like the gun. I like the scope, of course, because it's one of my favorite scopes. But it's, like, the gun's okay, so far. This was not a gun I preferred in Modern Warfare 2. And I missed that shot. That's a feels bad man moment right there. Just, oh, feels bad. Didn't shoot my teammate standing right there, but shot me.
Hostile care package.
Now, I want to know why they did away with Molotovs. I haven't seen a Molotov used in multiplayer in quite a while. And I'm wondering if they actually just did away with Molotovs altogether, or if they locked them so they can't be used in multiplayer anymore because people were abusing them in Hardpoint, which I was very guilty of abusing them in Hardpoint. I had a loadout that would give me double Molotovs, and I was just bathing the entire area in flame. 59 meters isn't bad for a long shot.
Friendly UAV on station.
I mean, it could be a little better. 59 meters seems like it's kind of bog standard for an assault rifle. Though 59 meters would be a pretty long shot for an SMG. Not so, I mean, it depends on the pistol, though. If you're talking pistols, yeah, 59 might be a long shot for, say, the X13 auto. Or is it the X12 auto? I can't remember which one it is. But they're full auto, so they're kind of hard to get a really good long shot with. The camper. The corner camper. Aren't they lovely? They just brighten your day. I didn't even see them there. It sucks when you don't see somebody because your eyes are just not used to looking for them again. I mean, you kind of train yourself to look for specific people and to look for like silhouettes and to look for outlines that are like that one right there. But when the color scheme blends in with the rest of it, it's hard to see them. No, you're right there. I know you are. You're right there in the corner.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter again.
30 seconds remain.
Let's see, what I would like to see in, say, Black Ops is I'd like to see like actual cloth physics.
10 seconds remaining.
So like adding cloth physics for
Remote turret.
that was terrible shooting.
The mission is complete. Good work.
That was awful. Like actual cloth physics. You know what I mean, right? You throw a grenade and then it makes the cloth actually billow outward and stop your grenade and drop it right there. Instead of the grenade bouncing off of it as though it were a complete concrete object. The technology exists. Activision's probably got the ability to do it. Treyarch probably does. It's like just having that type of physics in the game would be interesting. I mean, they have very similar physics for water, and those physics exist in the game. Water actually slows down your bullet trajectory, or not trajectory. It does warp your bullet trajectory, but it slows down your bullet velocity quite heavily. Now, I want a good sniping map. I mean, I could probably wedge in a couple other games, wedge in a couple games here and try it, but I would really appreciate a solid sniping map. Invasion. I haven't played on Aftermath in ages. Why did they take that out of rotation? I think it's specifically for Search and Destroy. I don't like it for Search and Destroy. Spore Yard will work. Spore Yard I can get, 70, 80 yards. Or meters. I don't know. They don't put it in yards. They put it in meters. Which isn't really much different. I think it's like almost 3 feet to a meter. So it's 3 feet to a yard, give or take. So it's roughly the same. So it's no big difference.
Engage and destroy the enemy. All of them.
Now, let's see. Are they up there? They don't look to be up there. Is he gonna come down the plane? Who knows? I heard the door open. Why would you come in here and run around like... Whoa.
We've secured the lead.
I heard that shotgun go off. Don't think I didn't.
Lost the lead.
Now they placed me all the way across the map.
We have taken the lead.
Wow.
Friendly
Can't
masterminds landing.
Can't even spawn safely.
I got you, six.
Man, these people just do not want to snipe at all. They want to just run around and spawn switch. I saw him over there. Yep, somebody's coming with an SMG. Not much of a shock there. I've noticed that you have really like two schools of thought on like Spore Yard and other maps like that, and that's run back and forth at a high rate of speed and like swap positions, which as you can see there, that was a pretty solid lethal shot from that range.
Hostile
Switching
care
mags.
package.
Yeah, see, all they're doing is just
UAV in the area.
spawn swapping. Because there's, like I said, there's two trains of thought. It's sit and snipe or run and gun. And a lot of people run and gun. 93, and it was a one shot. And it wasn't even a headshot. Fair assumption that this gun will snipe.
Enemy UAV active.
That was a solid shot.
Friendly UAV online.
I thought that was somebody there. It looked like a set of legs, and it was a piece of metal on the plane. That was awful. Tanya, once they're inside like 50 meters, my accuracy just goes right to the dumps. Which is weird. Like, I have really solid accuracy at range, at long range. But once it starts getting into the shorter ranges, you'd figure my accuracy would go up, but it doesn't, it goes down. So, 95. Headshot. It's like, yeah, make that make sense, that my accuracy takes a nosedive at closer range. Unless I get really lucky and do like a swivel shot where I just spin around and dome the dude, it's usually never good. It's me just getting shot. And I don't know why. I don't know why it's that awful of an accuracy. I can't quite figure that one. See, he was right in that range. That like 40-meter range. And I can't do it. Like, I can't hit that target. I wish I knew why I could. Or why I can't. And why I shoot better at long range. And it baffles my mind to this day.
Mission time is half over. Maintain hostile motor strike near your position. The enemy's taking the lead. Hostile UAV in the area.
See? It's just run and gun right now. That's all they're doing. Just running and gunning. Dude, I mean, 41 meters, and it took me 3 shots to land it. That's what I'm saying. It's like if it gets with under 50 meters, my accuracy just plummets. Yep.
Hostile bomb drone is active.
Dude, he's right out here. What are you doing? Ow. And he knew right where my teammate was. How about that? Don't you love it when your teammates just give away not only your position, but their own?
Hostile care package.
Like, it's...
Enemy UAV active.
Enemy in the area. Too far. Blood for blood.
We're getting hit hard.
Little's hot.
Hostile care package deployed.
I was gonna say, not to be like that guy and say things like, you know, I love it when they do that. Like, seriously. We were winning,
Mission failed.
and then the team just threw. Like, I don't know. It got away from us. Yeah, that was insane. The guy that went 5 and 12, that guy that went 6 and 16, not good. And almost every single time I respawn next to them. I made some terrible plays, don't get me wrong, but nothing that bad. But as we saw, it will do 95 meters. It'll shoot 95 meters, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a headshot to be lethal. So it is indeed lethal. We're going to check the lethality in both standard and, of course, 3-plate Warzone. Now, I like to do these shots mounted just for the sake of being completely accurate. 4. That's headshots. Now, if we're talking torso, 5. So there's not that much differentiation in lethality from headshot to torso. It's really, really tight tolerance on it. So I like that. Now for 3 plates. Now, if it was 4 shots for head, this should be 7. 7. And for chest, it should be 8. I'm wrong, it's 10. And that's at the longest distance. So at shorter distances, I mean, we're talking probably 3. Still 7. So you can see the lethality drop-off is... That's kind of glitchy. Let me try that again. The lethality drop-off doesn't go away. It's 7 no matter how far they are. And I can even go one further and go all the way to the back of the shooting range and do it. Still 7. Takes me a little bit longer because it's, you know, I'm not on the ground. But, you know, even prone, it's got a great accuracy while prone, too. So, overall, it's a good gun. It will snipe. It will indeed snipe. It's got the lethality. It's got the range. The lethality drop-off isn't that bad. I'd guess that if you were to use it 110, 120 meters, you might start seeing like a little bit of a dip in the lethality rating. I don't think it would be too much. There is no aftermarket part for it for a receiver, so I can't test any receiver aftermarket parts. But TAQ-56, it will snipe. Kind of like a forged in fire thing saying it will kill. It will snipe. But I played terribly. I had fun. I played terribly. Wish I could have done better. Wish I could have had, you know, a little bit better selection of maps. But we got to see it. And next up on the weapon rotation is the M4. Oh, this is going to be fun. Now, I'm going to take just like the FJX Cinder, and I'm going to alter it the way I want to for the parts, and you'll see that on the next episode. But it's going to be a double. So the next episode is probably going to be twice as long. We're talking about 50 minutes. Because there's going to be a bonus. This one does have a conversion kit. Okay? And the conversion kit, pardon me, turns the M4 into a 50 cal effectively sniper rifle that does have full auto capability. So I've used this specific aftermarket part, and this one is absolute treasure. So when we get to the trash or treasure, little hint here, this one's treasure. And I might spoil it in the next episode, but we'll get to that in a minute. As always, I had fun. I hope you did. Leave some feedback if you wish. Let me know what I can improve. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know. Hey, type in the comments. I'll read them. That's all I got to say. Outside of that, as always, have a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and have a good one.